What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll test and compare 3 common Duraflame fire starting products, head to head. The Kindling sticks, the cube, and the Firelighter. 2 of these are advertised for starting wood and charcoal fires, but I will be focusing on wood fires in this video. I will compare cost, test how easily they light, how long they burn, and the flame temperature. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more how-to and review videos. Now, let's get started. When you prefer assistance to easily get a fire started, these are some common products sitting on the shelf at the store. These 3 products are all advertised for just straight up catching logs on fire, so you don't need to build it up from scratch. So, do they work? Which one works the best? Which is the most cost-effective? Today, we will perform some tests and comparisons to find out. First, let's take a detailed look at each product. The Kindling sticks are advertised as 100% natural with no additives, so they appear to just be small pieces of wood. But the box describes how they come from stumps of pines, and continue to absorb quick burning pitch after the trees have been felled, so they contain concentrated 100% natural resin that ignites quickly with one match, and generates an intense, sustained flame, and the picture shows them being used to light logs on fire. Some economical bonuses are that they are 100% natural, with no additives applied to the product, and they are harvested from existing tree stumps, where no new trees are felled to make this product. Taking a close look at the Kindling sticks, they measure in at 8 inches long, by roughly 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch cross section. They all have different cross sections. They smell like wood. Nothing out of the ordinary to report. And you are supposed to use 2 or 3 to start a fire. And next up is the Firestart cubes. The cubes are advertised as instant lighting, just like the wrapper. Waterproof, individually wrapped, and portable, compact size. These are designed to be used with the wrapper on. You just light the wrapper on fire. These measure in at about 2.5 inches by 3/4 by 1 1/4. The instructions state to use 2 to start a fire, and to not remove the wrapper. Now, let's remove the wrapper and take a look. The wrapper comes off easily. The material is white with black specks in it. It feels brittle and breaks easily. Here's a nice close look at the cross section. With the wrapper removed, it smells very strong, like gasoline. No thanks. Now for the Firelighter. These are advertised as sure to start. Fast lighting, just like the wrapper. Compact and water resistant. And unlike the other products, only one is required. Here's a quick all-around look. It measures in at 4.5 inches by 1 3/4 inches by 1 1/2 inches. You just light the wrapper to use it, but let's open it up and check it out for this video. The wrapper resists opening. Let's get out the scissors. This is more soft and pliable, and is actually stuck to the wrapper in one spot. Breaking it in half, it feels softer and is slightly bendable before it snaps apart. And here's a cross section of the inside. It's brown and fibrous, and the material is a little bit sticky on my fingers. Smelling it, the odor is not overpowering, and it reminds me of dog treats and motor oil. So, that covers unboxing each product. Next, let's quickly determine the cost per unit for each product. Recall that the instructions specify 2 or 3 Kindling sticks, 2 cubes, or 1 Firelighter. So, we'll be comparing these specified quantities for a unit cost. Prices will vary from place to place, but I will use prices from the same store, and I would suspect that the relationship will remain roughly the same. The Kindling sticks are $3.99 for a box. A quantity is not listed on the box, so I counted them out. There were 32 in my box, which comes out to 13 cents per a stick. However, the instructions say to place 2 or 3 sticks under the log, so at 2 sticks is 25 cents per usable unit. And at 3 sticks, it's 38 cents per unit. The cubes are $4.99 for a box of 18, which comes out to 28 cents per unit. However, the instructions say to use 2 cubes, which comes out to 56 cents per unit. The Firelighters are $12.99 for a box of 24. This comes out to 54 cents per unit. And here are the results. The cubes versus Firelighters are essentially the same cost, at 56 cents and 54 cents. The kindling sticks are 30% lower in cost at 38 cents, and they are a better value, if they work. Now, let's test them. For each starter, I will test how easily it lights, how long it burns, and the flame temperature. I will do them one at a time in this wood stove. First up is the kindling sticks. I crisscross 3 of them as instructed, and the instructions just say to light the ends. And it shows a picture of them lighting the end with a long lighter. I personally struggled with this. I held the lighter in place for 5 seconds, nothing. 10 seconds, nothing. Even longer, nothing. I was starting to wonder if I would be able to perform this test, or just report that they do not light. However, after fooling around with them for several minutes, I was finally able to get them to light. They definitely did not light easily. Here is a time lapse of the entire burn. During the burn, I noticed that there was a lot of black smoke. I measured a maximum temperature of 1031 degrees Fahrenheit. The total burn time was 16 minutes. Next up is the cubes. I placed down 2 cubes as directed, and the wrappers lit up instantly and easily. Here's the time lapse. The maximum recorded flame temperature was 1004 degrees Fahrenheit, and the total burn time was 21 minutes. Last is the Firelighter. After placing it in the wood stove, it also lit up easily using a long lighter. And here is the time lapse. The maximum recorded flame temperature was 1023 degrees Fahrenheit, and the total burn time was 58 minutes. And here are the compiled results. The maximum measured burning temperatures were all relatively the same. Note that these temperatures are not definitive. I took measurements at random times throughout the burn, and my IR thermometer was measuring at the top of its range, 1112 degrees Fahrenheit. The kindling sticks were the hardest to light, and burned for the shortest period of time. The Firelighter and the cube both lit easily, but the Firelighter burned 3 times longer. Now for the last test. Let's see how well they light up a log. Let's go get a log. This one should work. Just kidding. Gotcha! Let's go with a bunch of these. I'm not going to bore you by running them one at a time through the wood burner again. I'll clean out the fire pit and run them all head to head, right next to each other at the same time. First is the kindling sticks. I crisscross 3 of them as directed. Second is the cube. I put down 2 as instructed. And last is the Firelighter. Just adding 2 more logs to make all 3 of these stacks the same. And here we are again, trying to light the ends of these kindling sticks. I messed around with this for 5 minutes with no success. I want to be able to run these, so I helped them out with some gasoline, just so I can show you something. But officially, these would not even light. The cubes lit up easily, and the Firelighter lit up easily as well. And here's the time lapse of the burn. They are all off to a great start, all shooting flames up through the logs. At this point, the kindling sticks are gone, and the logs are actually on fire. And right now, the cubes are gone, but the logs did not catch. The Firelighter continues to provide some healthy flames, but we know it'll stay lit for an hour. We're at about 45 minutes right now. Taking a close look at the Firelighter log, the actual logs are on fire. There's no reason to continue burning this thing. Here at the cubes, they burned up the logs, but they just didn't catch. That's the issue with the logs, not the cubes themselves. And the kindling stick fire is still going, it just needs to be maintained. But this fire is the result of adding gasoline. Otherwise, there would still be 3 kindling sticks sitting on the ground. Now, let's check out the accumulated results and go over some conclusions and recommendations. Here's a table showing everything that was tested: cost, easy to light, maximum measured flame temperature, and burn time. The kindling sticks were a fail overall in my opinion. They are advertised as easy to light, which they were not. The biggest appeal is that they are 100% natural, if that's important to you, but I had to introduce gasoline to get them started, which negates that benefit. But if you need kindling and don't have access to sticks, these are pre-cut and a nice size. Just note that they do not burn long or light easily, and some lighter fluid may be required. I think the advertised purpose for this product is misleading. The cubes and Firelighter both lit easily and cost essentially the same. The key differences are that the cubes are about half the size, so they take up less space. This could be an advantage if you are backpacking or short on storage space. The Firelighters are larger, but they burn 3 times longer, which is a significant advantage. In the end, I would choose the Firelighter. You do not need any of these products if you build up a fire properly, but the whole purpose of these products is to start a fire easily with no effort. And to that end, the Firelighter is definitely the best product among these 3. So that wraps up this comparison. As always, thanks for watching. Like to support the channel, and subscribe for more how-to and review videos. Drop any comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Out of my way. Double JK! Too easy. And time to put it back. I don't need this for anything, just for filming a funny scene at the end of my video.